Right, I want to know, how many of you told yourselves that you were going to do something by 2030? Because this year's a quarter of a way through. A quarter of a way through. You haven't even got 2026 left. You're just further in time. When people tell me stuff like, I went to the gym, only 3 days this week, and I skipped the gym, and I couldn't be arsed, and I'm going out this weekend. Absolute, you're just not going to achieve your goals and dreams. It's just done. Just forget about it, because you're not putting any effort in. If you're not putting effort in by now, do you want to hit 30 and be in the same place that you're in right now? Like, really think about this. Like, what led you here? Because it's going to be your actions and decisions, but what drove those actions and decisions, and why are you not where you want to be? I told myself that I was going to get rich by 2030 when I was like 16. It's around the corner. You might say it's 4 years away. 4 years away. But 4 years is nothing. Think about how fast the last 4 years just went. I think that's from 2022 to 2026. Done. Gone. Blip. Gone. You'll never get it back. It's going to be the same. It's going to be the same old shit. You're going to sit there and do absolutely nothing to achieve what you want. You haven't got the physique that you want. You haven't got that business that you want. You haven't got the money in your bank account that you want. But you're going to sit there and smile and I went out. Right. It's just stupid. What is there to smile? What is there to be happy about? You haven't done anything. You're just wasting your time with momentary pleasures. You know, the amount of people that can't stick to a diet, and they tell themselves that they're gonna, like, oh, I'm gonna get healthy now. It's the start of the new year in 2026, and what are you doing? You've forgotten about that. You're going, oh, it's hard, and I need, what's the word they all use? Life's about balance. Life's about balance, isn't it, guys? It's about not actually achieving anything that you want, breaking all of your rules, and just standing for absolutely nothing. Winds me the fuck up. Like, I live and I breathe this shit. All I do, I get my coding exercises done when it actually works. I eat good food. I work out. Nothing special. Anyone can do that. But it's about the effort that you put in. And it's about the consistency of the effort that you put in. Because anybody can put down a fork. Anybody can not eat crap food. But how long can you last? How long until you bullshit your own brain and tell yourself that, oh, it's actually healthy if I eat this bit of chocolate? No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no reason you should be eating sweeties. And you're like a grown-ass man. Eating sweeties. Like, come on. It's the same when people are like, oh, I need motivation. No, you don't. You need a slap. You honestly need a slap. Like, you're not going to achieve anything that you set out to do if you're looking for some sort of get out of jail free card. There's no easy route. There's no clear do this and do that and you will get X, Y, and Z. You have to create the path for yourself. Also, don't mind me, I'm just balancing on this beam. Oh, I screwed it up. But there's no clear path to get anywhere that you want. You just have to pay it for yourself. You just have to live it. And it's just about being in the moment and making the right decisions. And you can only make the right decisions if you're aware of the decisions that you're making, which means you have to be in the moment. That's why there's a lot of this. Yeah, there's a lot of people that follow basic self-improvement traits and they don't actually have any purpose behind what they're doing. So, like, I meditate for 20 minutes. Right, but why? If they can't tell me why, they're just following what someone's told them to do online. I meditate because it focuses my mind so that I can make better decisions that are more, what would the word be? The decisions that you make start to correlate a lot more. An again. That's not good. But your decisions start to correlate. They all work together because your mind is sort of able to think further than just, I don't know, your mind feels a lot shorter. Like the frame in which you think upon is not as expanded because it's cluttered. That's a reason too. But most people are just doing it to tick a box. Why are you reading books? Are you reading How to Win Friends and Influence People for the millionth time? Or I'm right now reading a book about expanding my vocabulary. There's a purpose behind it. It's not just reading for the sake of, I read, you know. And I think everybody just lacks integrity. Oh, it's beautiful out here today. It's starting to get a bit cloudy, but it's just gone nice. Like, I've done it myself, where I'll tell myself that, especially when I was starting out programming, where I just kept, you know, just there was no structure to anything. And you need a clear direction of what you want to achieve. And you just need to go in and stick to one path until you get to the end, instead of flittering between this, that and the other, and changing your mind all the time. You just need clear direction. It's the same in everything in life. It's the same in diet, it's the same in the gym, it's the same in a career, it's the same if you're just learning any basic skill. You just keep doing one thing, you get better as you keep doing it. You can't learn the piano by playing it perfectly the same, like, you don't just play it perfectly at once. You get better at doing it, don't you? Well, that's if you know anything about playing piano. I mean, I don't know how to play, like, using sheet music, but I just know by ear. So I suppose I'm not a brilliant example of that. But if you're lifting a weight, you can keep lifting that and you'll just get better at lifting it. If you're crap at programming, then you need to start doing basic programming problems, and you'll think to yourself, but like, how do I get to that end goal where I'm like genius? And it's a slow process. The people that are really, really smart in that field have done the basic shit for a very long time. For a very, 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 very long time. It's just a case of sticking to it and solving really basic problems until you get to a point where you're able to move on to the bigger ones because you have the basics solved. And then once you, like, breaking it all down, and once you have those basic points set out, then you can move on to the intermediate stuff. And then you'll master the intermediate stuff if you just keep going in that one direction. You need to pick one language, one song, one workout plan, one rule when it comes to how you eat and how you mentally prepare your mind. This is the problem with having a smartphone in your face all the time, because, and I know I'm doing the whole, this is like very, like, honestly cringe. It like, the amount of people, iPhone is bad, right? Of course, you know, if you just sit on Instagram all day, then yeah. But no one goes into, like, you're basically, you're absorbing everyone's thought patterns, but it's like the flu. So the minute that anybody has like a thought, you're just taking that in because you've watched the content, and then you're thinking about it. And it's just not meant to be like that. Even right now, like, listening to me Babylon is just filling your mind with crap. You need to, like, sit and stare at a wall or something, or just, like, make some thoughts up for yourself. Because if you sit there, like, scrolling through any social media, you're basically just implementing other people's thoughts in your head. And unless you have a clear direction of what you want to program yourself with, then you're just going to be taking in anything. And it's a bunch of conflicting, you know, one minute you're going to think, like, you're just going to get given so many different, like, do this, do that, this path's right, think like this. And you'll notice it, and that is part of the matrix, you know. You don't even realise it. Everyone you talk to in your life are going to just slightly tweak how you think about yourself, how you think about the rest of the world. And you have to be really careful, because it's like the, you know, thing that gets retorted all the time, which is, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you need to be real careful about how, you know, the people that you choose to, you know, alter that sort of vibrational state that you're on. Like, if you have people that are just miserable, who don't look after themselves, then you can't absorb sort of the energy that they have. You don't want that in your system. You've got to just blot it out. You've just got to like be on your own wavelength. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about other people. It's definitely a message to myself in that one. Like, sometimes it can feel a bit like you're alone, especially if you take things really seriously, because I think that's the main problem. Like, if you go really like far down one path and you're serious about what you're doing, there's not a lot of people that take themselves seriously. Not a lot of people are actually thinking with, like, no one's using their brain or doing anything productive. So the minute that you start to like do something seriously or take yourself seriously, you're gonna find that a lot of people just drop off because they just can't cope with it. You don't really excite them as much anymore. You're not fun, and that's okay. You just let them stay where they are. Don't give up on the path that you're going down because you want to have some fucking loser, you know, to bum around with. You don't need that. You're better off on your own. And I'm not talking about you have to be this lone wolf and, you know. I mean, I know I say that I am pretty much on my own, but nah, just don't worry. Just don't worry. Just stop worrying. Stop caring what anyone else thinks. Just keep focused on whatever path you're going down, because 2030 is coming. You might think, oh, it's 4 years away, but it's not. It's less than 4 years away. It's coming. It'll be 2026, 2020, God, 2030 soon. 2026 will be done. It's already a quarter of the way through. You have 75% left. Use it wisely. Otherwise, you're just going to get left behind. In fact, we're already pretty much approaching the 6-month mark, aren't we? So you've actually spent more than a quarter of this year. And have you got anything to show for it? Has your life changed in any way? Or are you just doing the same crap day in, day out? Do you go to your crappy job? Or do you work somewhere nice where you just go to work and you just forget because you're comfortable about the dreams that you had, about everything that you wanted to achieve when you were younger, you know? Does it all just blend together into one? Do you even remember the weeks as they go by? Or do they just pass? Do they just leave you and just, you know, flitter away? Because you have to be really conscious of what you're spending your time on. This is as much a message to myself as it is to everyone out there, but be real conscious of the time that's frittering away, because if you don't use it properly, then you're just gonna regret it. Don't chase anyone. Don't fall into that fear of missing out, because you aren't. You know, a lot of people at my age are just going out on like random holidays to spend all of their like savings on just going out and doing just meaningless, you know. I went to the beach and I had a drink. Cool. Do you want a straw with that? Like, oh man, it winds me up. Like, no one gets it. I think people think that I'm quite boring because I don't have a car. I don't go out and do anything. I don't, you know, travel the world, or, you know, I don't live in some big city. But it's just, I'm just trying to build this like stability so that I could actually have some fun when I'm older, and have proper fun instead of this, you know, where we all spend our lives just in the system, I suppose, and then every now and then we get to bob our heads out, don't we? We bob our heads out and we get a breath, and then we go back in. You know, that's these little holidays you get for a week, where you go out and you just sit somewhere where there's a bit of sun, and you go, this is really nice. Well, why couldn't that be your life? That could be your life if you were actually putting some effort in. But no, you choose to do that occasionally for a couple days here and there, sporadically throughout the many, many, many years that you will spend doing something that you don't care about. To be fair, I won't say that you don't care about, but it might not be exactly aligned to exactly what you want.